Welcome to the squad announcement for the Open Goal World Cup podcast. Simon Ferry.
I got in! Yeah!
Yeah! Their sides has been caught up. Brilliant. Nice to at the house with the family. Good on you.
Andy Halliday.
Yes!
Sandy just got the call up. Fucking magic, man. Magic. Where's Robbie running with the players off?
Kevin Kyle.
Yeah!
Kept me relaxed. That big Kev's just been caught up. Fair play to the big man. Been through hell the last few months.
Derek Ferguson.
Oh yeah, dancer. I'll drink to that.
That concludes the World Cup squad. Can't be right. I'm not going. So, that's it. I've not been caught up. I'm absolutely gutted.
Let me get called up, hooray!
I didn't get caught up.
Yeah?
I'm not going.
So Paul, you've been at Open Goal for some 4 years now, and it appears you've been left out of the World Cup 2022 squad. Do you think this is Si Ferry provoking you, maybe even disrespecting you, should I say?
Well, of course it is. He's showed a whole lack of respect for years now, and it's my time now to speak up. Les Battersby, Johnny Hayes, the Nottingham Forest manager, there's one. Your Maz Nickers, she's cut out with frillies on now because of the man in her 60s. Your daft farts in a bag. And of course, listen, zero respect I've got for him now. Zero respect.
Andy Halliday is another person who I think is, be fair to say, has been critical of you in recent times, your appearances on the podcast, and I think generally just your football knowledge as well. Mm-hmm. Where do you think these attacks are coming from?
I think he's always struggled. The way I look, pretty boy, really good looking boy, and he struggled with that. And the hard thing was, Keith, that at the start I knew he was struggling with that. I could see when he was sitting beside me, he did look poor beside me. And I said to him, "You're 30-year-old and you look like Jim Leighton."
From the outside looking in, it would appear that there's some jealousy there. Do you think maybe he is jealous because, as you allude to there, he doesn't look as you do?
I think that's very much it. To be honest, he's stuck here in Turkey now, fixing his hair, all based on the way I look. Hey Armo's granda, as some people call him. It's a poor look, to be honest. And for him to continually attack me the way he has been very disappointing. Very disappointing.
Are the likes of Andy and Si Ferry, are these guys, are they still your friends?
No. Colleagues, podcasters if you like, certainly no friends.
Do you feel those two are maybe taking advantage of you? Do you think they're maybe using your name a little bit? Would that be fair to say?
Absolutely. They've used it for years. Andy Slane's name, treated the Slanes like dirt. And they continually do so. When I've backed him, helped him, took them to 2 hydro shows, fortunes in the bank because of me.
What do you make overall of the current state of Open Goal at the moment?
Zero evolution in that place. I mean, as I said, and I continue to go back to 2 hydro shows I've took them to. And when we come back to your bread and butter, we bring guys like John Higgins on. Incredible. Kevin Kyle's got him cornered, asking him about chicken bone stuck in his throat. Can you help him take it out? While there's stains on his pants and tap, and he's still allowed to have the platform to come out with the stuff he comes out with. Zero evolution at that place, and that has an effect on me, of course.
Obviously, throughout the World Cup, we're going to see and hear from a lot of podcasts concentrated on the World Cup. Who do you expect to come out on top of all of those?
And I believe Peter Crouch's podcast will run away with it yet again. Professional, do things by the right standards. Something I'll look at. Maybe joining, because he'll certainly be the best going about.
That would be a big step up for you at a crucial stage of your career.
It wouldn't be a big step up whatsoever. I'll take them to new levels as well. Crouch has been screaming and screeching to get on the hydro shows, not allowed. So, it'll be a big step up for him to sit alongside me.
I mean, I think it would be remiss of us not to mention James McFadden, though. It feels as though he's made a positive impact and a change to the podcast. Would that be fair?
Well, the only thing that should change is his hairline, because it's honking. That's for sure. He's not even a podcaster, so I don't know what he's doing in this game. Not got a clue what he's trying to talk about, trying to do. So he should stick to his own industry and keep it in mind. And then his counterpart, Derek Ferguson, I mean, a life-changing moment for him to go on the hydro. He turns up blutered. He's greeting to Graham Souness before it, saying you let me down. A man like Graham Souness stepped him in there. He's on stage absolutely steaming, telling Graham Souness he should have done me five-a-sides at training. Give me a break, Derek, honestly. And then we go into the Coopman show, him and Hairpiece, the two of them, sit there, he's blutered Derek. And McFadden, actually, we probably should get him blutered to give him a bit more about him, because he's got 0. I'm the one that needs to sit and deal with that.
Yeah, you mentioned Derek Ferguson being drunk there. I guess, does he maybe need to look at yourself? You know, you're sitting there, you know, you're still in unbelievable condition for your age. Does he maybe need to look at you, take a leaf out your book and try and perhaps be a bit more professional rather than turning up like that in that sort of state?
Well, you sitting there either side of me, what do you think when you're looking at me?
I mean, there's no contest.
No, what about the skin?
I would say your skin is a lot, from the last time I saw Derek Ferguson, I'd say it's a lot smoother, yeah.
A lot smoother, and you're absolutely spot on. My morals have been intact for day one. 10 years ago, the morals were also intact. That's a role model. And when he's sitting beside me, every chance he gets, he should be learning from me. And people are saying you should help him about when he's turning up steaming all the time. I'm not there to go and help people. I'm an example setting every single day at the podcast. I have been. So he should be sitting and learn, but he chooses the red wine instead of choosing me. It was amazing because the one that really got the family going, pulled me up. And then obviously in pre-match, he's walking about and the respect levels completely go.
Sorry, Paul, sorry to interrupt you. I'm actually getting some breaking news in as you speak regarding the Open Goal World Cup squad. Is that right? Yeah, Derek Ferguson has in fact failed a drugs test. Yeah, so this news coming into me right now is that you have received a late call up to take Derek's place. How do you react to that breaking news?